Hello, hello, hello. I'm live. Can you guys hear me? Let me make sure this is on. Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me? Yes, no, maybe so. All right, guys, I'm going to play this anyway. I wanted to talk about this news clip from Turning Point USA that really struck me the wrong way. Hey, canceled. Can you hear me? I wanted to play this news clip, guys. It struck me the wrong way. It's Turning Point USA, who was always talking about their values. Good. And here they are showing anything but these Christian values. So, guys, I wanted to play this for you, and then we can talk about it. Wait, can you guys hear this?
News journalist has obtained a campus video and police reports that reveal what happened before and after the incident.
It started with an anonymous tip. How long you been attracted to minors? A Turning Point USA video crew confronted an Arizona State University instructor after the class. You can't run. It ended with the two-member crew on the run. One of them allegedly shoved their target to the ground. 31-year-old Kaylin Dalmida, the Turning Point reporter firing questions, has been charged with misdemeanor counts of harassment, assault, and disorderly conduct. The Turning Point videographer and producer, 22-year-old Brayton Joel Ellis, has been charged with misdemeanor harassment. A 21-page ASU police report and surveillance video obtained by 12 News revealed the details of the Turning Point crew's confrontation last October with David Boyles. Boyles is a queer instructor on the Tempe campus and founder of the Drag Queen Story Hour. According to the police report, Dalmeda said Boyles was targeted because he was on the Turning Point professor watch list. They received a tip about what topics Boyles was teaching. I'm obsessed with sex education. You said that? Yes or no? No. In the Turning Point video, Boyles appears to lunge at Ellis, and then the video cuts out. ASU security video shows the rest of what happened. Boyles lunges, then Dalmeda pushes him to the concrete plaza. A witness who called 911 rushed to help Boyles. Boyles had injuries to his face and was bleeding, according to police. The police report said Boyles grabbed the camera and was shoved to the ground by the bearded male. Dalmeda said, from my perspective, he's running at my cameraman and swinging at my cameraman and grabs him. Dalmeda said he just pushed Boyles. Boyles told the 911 operator he had an idea who the two men were with. Multiple cameras captured the aftermath.
So were you guys able to hear that? That was absolutely disgusting. I don't understand why people sit there and follow Turning Point like they are some kind of authority and Christian values when harassment, stalking, assault is anything but Christian values. Okay? It's just absolutely disgusting. How do they condone that? How does Turning Point USA condone that? And you know what shocks me the most, guys, out of all of this? Is that they got this instructor's information from Turning Point USA's professor watch list, a list of professors they feel like are extreme. And so they put these professors and instructors on a list for people to do with what they will. So honestly, whether or not, even though these two people were members of Turning Point USA, Turning Point can't even deny any accountability because you were the one who put this teacher on a list because he was gay. And because he taught about the LGBTQ plus community. Now, it's a watch list. How wild is it, the fact that these people have a watch list? Okay. Now, what upsets me even more is I put a post out on TikTok. I put a short here on YouTube, and then I did a whole video about it. What bothers me is people in there trying to justify the actions of Turning Point USA. But you see, you can't justify the actions. First of all, excuse me, their justifications for this are that they're saying that the instructor, who is a gay man, is a pedophile. Is there any proof or any reason for them to think that this man harms children in any way, shape, or form? No. All because his name was on a list produced by Turning Point USA because they did not like what this man taught. This man, there's never been any accusations against him. There's never been anything about this man harming children. However, that's their justification, is that he harms children. Okay, he likes children. No, he doesn't, because he started a drag queen hour where they go and read books to children for an hour. Listen, you can agree with that or not. If you have children, it's up to you whether or not you allow your children to participate in activities like that. That is strictly a parenting decision. Either you let your children go or you don't. That does not mean that this guy harms children. Because you don't like what he does, what he's about, or any of that, doesn't justify harassing him, assaulting him. And I just want to put out there, these two men from Turning Point USA, everyone wants to sit there and act like, well, this guy attacked them. This guy tried to walk away from them multiple times. He diverted himself. They kept on following him. He put his hand up. He tried to block the camera because they wanted to film him, and then pushed him to the ground. They both of those men from Turning Point USA pled guilty to the harassment, the assault, both of them. So I want to know how everyone wants to sit there and follow Turning Point USA. Throw your money at Turning Point USA. Vote because of Turning Point USA. Meanwhile, if they're all about Christian values, is this really Christian values? Do we as Christians really condone this behavior? Is this behavior justified because you went after the man because you didn't like his values? That sounds familiar to me. It sounds like why Charlie was assassinated, right? People didn't like his values, supposedly, and therefore he was assassinated. But when it comes to Charlie Kirk, violence is never okay. But when it comes to this man teaching a class, that's when violence is okay? Guys, make it make sense. It doesn't make any sense. And these are the people that you all want in your high schools, grooming and conditioning your children to believe that this is okay, that this is how we treat people who think differently than us. Nah, y'all can sit there with your fake Christian crap. I'm not about it. I'm a true Christian. I'm going to answer questions, and I'm not going to follow people because they shout God. Because really, at the end of the day, what are Christian values? Really, it's how you treat another human being, right? We're all God's people. You think God would throw this man to the ground and do all that? No. You can't justify this behavior. And it makes me so angry. They ganged up on this man because Turning Point USA told them to. Turning Point USA put this man on a watch list because they don't like what he has to teach. Sounds like somebody put Charlie on a list too because they didn't like what he talked about. Why is it's okay? This behavior is okay? It's just absolutely wild. It makes me so angry that people are sitting there blindly following this nonsense. It's so crazy. Christians are taught to love thy neighbor regardless of beliefs. That's what I'm saying. It just doesn't make any sense how everyone's out there. Erica Kirk, let's bow to Erica Kirk. Let's bow to Turning Point USA, who's doing nothing but taking your money. We're going to go and attack this gay instructor. Make sure you donate an awful lot of money. What? It just doesn't make any sense. I saw this today and it aggravated my guts. And it really makes me feel bad for those people who are donating their money, who are following them and their religious authority, who are voting a certain way. Let me tell you something. If this organization can condone this behavior, do you really want to go with them when it comes to politics? Is that really who we all want in office? Anybody who condones this behavior or has anything to do with this organization? Nah. It's disgusting behavior. Turning Point USA needs to be stopped. And I don't care. They're Christians. All these people in my comments, y'all, trying to justify the attack on this innocent man. And don't sit there and tell me this was a year ago because who cares? Turning Point USA has been around for more than a decade. This is the behavior. This is what they're willing to do on a small level. Can y'all imagine what these people are willing to do on a political level? I don't know. Like maybe have the man in charge shot because he asked some questions. Think about it. If they're willing to do this, what else is Turning Point USA willing to do? And then people want to sit there and act like because this man made a reading hour for kids, he's some kind of predator. But who's the real predator? Because the last I checked, Turning Point USA in their preacher summit had preachers speaking that were convicted pedophiles. So don't sit there and ask me how I can defend this man because you think that he's a child predator just because he's gay. Just because someone's gay does not mean pedophile. But I shouldn't support this man, this innocent man who did absolutely nothing, but you want me to support an organization who goes out and supports convicted pedophiles and has them speaking at their summits? Talk again about Christians and how we should watch the children. We're all talking about protect the children. What? Nah. Nope. Turning Point is absolutely you're right. It's a political organization. It claims to be a religious organization. Turning Point Faith. So yes, they absolutely claim to be religious authority. They absolutely are political, but is this really who you want running your country? People who have ideologies like that? People who think that just because somebody thinks differently, we should assault them? No, that's not good enough for me. That's not good enough for me. You can't make this make sense for me. You can't justify the actions of Turning Point USA to me. You can't condone any of this. And I dare somebody to come try because I'm just about over it. I will call it the way I see it. I don't give a crap. But I am just about over it. I really am. It's legit mob behavior. And you know what? Don't tell me people within this organization don't know this is going on. This is just one situation. Let's talk about the other allegations of covering sexual abuse and stuff like that with Turning Point USA. Let's talk about how Turning Point USA lets them all get drunk and then condones the rape and the sexual assault at their events. Because I could pull up those receipts too. Or let's talk about the voter fraud, since we want to talk about politics, how they're sitting there talking about because they're the almighty and forget these people. Meanwhile, they're registering voters that are dead. And a guy from Turning Point USA, Austin Smith, was charged for that. So tell me again the honesty and the moral authority that these people are claiming. What? Make it make sense, because I just can't. I just can't. I'm so over it. It makes me so mad. Turning Point USA needs to go down. They are nothing but fraudulent. They are nothing but, well, let's be real. On a whole political level, it goes far beyond what any of you think. I mean, really, Charlie's dead. Erica running it. Do we really need to go into Erica Kirk? I mean, Romania, the orphanages, her mama and her papa. Let's all talk about it. Because why is nobody talking about her? All afraid of her? Because y'all put people on lists like you probably did Charlie. I'm just saying. Just saying. And you can't say that I'm lying because your list is published. It's public. Absolutely ridiculous. Since it's not a Christian organization, you can't expect it to live the Christian way. Cold Brew, what makes you think it's not a Christian organization? Because it absolutely is, and it claims to be. It most certainly claims to be a Christian organization. Absolutely. So I expect them to live the Christian way because that's what they're out here preaching and teaching with their Christian organization that they claim to be. Read their mission statement, read Turning Point Faith, make sure you know what you're talking about, because they absolutely do claim to be a Christian organization, which again is crazy to me because it's anything but. It's nothing but lies for your money, your vote, and their power. Why? This is who you want in your schools. Stay the hell away from my children. If it's in my, I will sue the hell out of you. I will make it a thing. Look it up. It is a Christian organization, Turning Point Faith. It most certainly is. Yeah, look it up. Which is why they're out there claiming God all the time. Absolutely, they do claim to be, first of all, preacher summits. That's not political, that's religious. So they absolutely do claim some kind of religious authority, and it's ridiculous because this is how they behave. You sit there and you try to ask questions and they want to have people. And let me tell you something. This is an actual job at Turning Point USA. The social media people that are paid to go out there and harass you online because you have questions about their organization, it's a thing. It is an actual thing. People hold that position within the company. The memorial that was more of a political rally, interesting, it was before state elections in November. That's what I'm saying. That's it. Why aren't more people asking questions? And listen, I'm all about Candace Owens, all right? Good for you. You're asking questions. Whoa. But can you cut the crap and call it out now? Because let's be for real, this crap needs to be stopped. This needs to be stopped. This is not okay. We're not even going to play this game. Somebody needs to pick this up. Somebody who's not afraid of them. Why are so many people afraid of them? Really think about it if they're so Christian. Why are so many people afraid of them? There's a reason why people are afraid of Turning Point USA. It's because they are dangerous. They're dangerous. Turning Point USA put that instructor, Boyles, on a list. And it's funny because Karma's a bitch. Because wasn't Charlie? Charlie ended up on someone's list too. That man was put on a list because he believed in something that you didn't believe in. Man, I just read it. I think you need to read it. You think I need to read what? How they're not a Christian. Nothing about Christianity. Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't get into this. Hold on. Last time I checked. Turning Point USA faith exists to unite the church around primary doctrine and to eliminate wokeism from the American pulpit. Tell me again. TPUS faith is dedicated to empowering Christians to put their faith into action. Are we not talking about faith here? That's not Christianity? What? Make it make sense. Engaging with Christian leaders and members of the faith community across the nation to join civic, social, and cultural discussions. Last time I checked, Turning Point Faith was a Christian organization. So there's that. See, it's the nonsense for me. Because even if, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, even if Turning Point wasn't a faith-based organization, which it absolutely is, these same leaders of this organization who are out there spewing about God, Christ Almighty, we've all heard Erica Kirk, we've all heard Tyler Boyer and Colvett and all of those people standing up preaching, right? We've all heard that. So then why are they talking about God and Christianity so much? Because that's all you hear. My God, I forgive him. My God, I forgive him. Right? It's all about God, which the last time I checked was Christianity. So guys, make it make sense. I'm getting really heated and aggravated at the nonsense. Even if it wasn't a Christian organization, you can't defend this. It's not justified. It's not okay to go out and attack someone because they're gay, because they believe in something that you don't believe in. It's not okay. It doesn't make any sense. Turning Point USA at their preacher summit had convicted pedophiles preaching because they support those preachers, convicted pedophiles. So would it have been okay for the mob to go and kill him right then and there on the spot? Because obviously he believes you can touch kids, right? He's a convicted pedophile. He did it. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. So if you read their mission statement, then you just read what I read, and they are a Christian organization. I'm not going to argue about the nonsense. To say that Turning Point USA is not a Christian-based organization is just, it's not. Then you don't know enough about Turning Point. You should look into them. Because all they do is preach about God. It's not okay. It is not okay. But again, even if it wasn't a Christian organization, it doesn't make it okay. They went and put this man on a list, this instructor at Arizona State University, put him on a list because they didn't like what he was teaching. And these two members of Turning Point USA, after they had them put on a list, went and harassed this man and assaulted this man, accusing him of horrible things in public that had no basis just because he was gay. What? Listen, I'm a Christian. I don't believe you treat anybody like that. I'm just saying, it's disgusting. So guys, I don't know. I just wanted to get everyone's feel on it because it irked my nerve when I saw it. And I'm really just about fed up with Turning Point USA. So now you want to go and piss me off, and now I'm going to make it my purpose to be a thorn in your side. And I promise I can be loud. I can be annoying, and I can be behind the scenes a bitch. So I suggest you stop putting people on lists, because we can all make our own list too. Maybe we'll give it to the Democrats who don't like you so much. Just saying. Would that be justifiable? I'm over it, man. I'm over it. You're preaching to the choir. I'm trying to tell you something. What's up, Cobra? I can see your comment, Cobra. Maybe you said that they're not a Christian organization because this isn't Christianity. No, it's Satanism. Just saying. It's just wild to me. It's absolutely disgusting, and I'm just over it. Drop the link. Maybe they. Oh, I have the link dropped here. I can drop the link if you want to come up and explain. Goldberg, you're more than welcome to come up. If I misinterpreted what you were saying, then I apologize. I think all day long with my videos, I'm so used to people attacking me. The comments are absolutely insane. You can't even argue with me intelligently. It's like, oh, you are ugly. Like, ooh, like for real? Like, you know what I mean? Oh, yeah, she's a pedophile, so it's justified. Is it really? Like, you had to see the comments all day, people coming at me with the stupid. I don't do stupid too well. I'm an extremely intelligent person, and I don't do stupid. It's the stupid that gets to me in the comments. Like, don't come and argue unless you could do it intelligently. Use whole sentences. I'm just saying. And that's what's making me so, I think, just frustrated, is because they have been coming at me on YouTube really, really hard, and I'm not. Listen. I don't know. So, Colbro, I don't know what you're saying, but you're more than welcome to email me at ivoryrosenose@gmail.com, or you can drop a comment if you want. I'm not sure what you were trying to say, and so if I took what you were saying as an attack, and it wasn't correct, then I apologize. But guys, I'm going to end this live. I just wanted to get on and give you a good old Ivory Rose Nose rant because I saw this today. I was pissed off. I really want to know what people think about this and why they continue to follow Turning Point USA, and if they're going to stop. If this is going to start waking you up. During the week, I'm going to be coming back, guys, with more receipts about all of the other things they've been accused of. So we just went down a whole rabbit hole, and I'm going to bring it all to you. So hopefully people can wake up. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys in the chat. Thank you for modding and keeping it there. I'm going to hop off now, guys. I just wanted to put that rant out there, and I will be back tomorrow with some more. Thank you guys so much.